Hey there everybody, this is Sherigo, welcome back. Well, not really welcome back because this is the start of the LP. I mean, good job Sherigo, you get everything all mixed up. This is Fairize for Advent Dark Force. It is an Idea Factory compile Heart RPG that isn't Neptunia. And well, yeah, shocking isn't it? They actually do things other than Neptunia. I think this was the this is the only other one that is pretty popular. Considering one of the characters ended up in one of the third-party Neptunia games. This is also the Switch version. This actually came out just under a week ago at the time of recording. It's currently a 20% discount and it includes all the DLC from the PC and the PS4 versions of the game. I've played a little bit of this game, not an entire lot. I think I'm about almost about halfway into the game, for at least one of the endings at least. And yeah, it is actually going to be pretty difficult even on standard difficulty settings, which is what I'm going to be using for this playthrough and not changing it. As far as the DLC, since it's an Idea Factory compile Heart game, there is actually a lot of broken DLC, specifically the armor and accessory sets. And well, I think the Fairize sets are also fairly broken, but I'm actually going to use those. I'm going to at least use those. But the accessory and the armor sets, no, I will not be using those. However, it's very likely, similar to how I think pretty much how I did things in Rebirth 2 when I did that playthrough. The only reason I'm keeping them on is when I want to grind levels, and I may as well just have these things on off screen so I'm not like getting my butt kicked whilst just doing intense level grinding, which I'm fairly certain I may need to do. Fortunately that can be done off screen, and because I'm on the Switch I can just take it out and I can do a lot of grinding when I'm at work on my dinner break and stuff, which is the main reason why I'm actually playing the Switch version, and kind of why this video actually is up later than I thought it would be, because I thought this game would actually come out before it actually did. But yeah, just like the PC version, you can actually turn on and off the DLC that you have, but the Switch version contains all the DLC with it absolutely free. It's 20% off now in the Nintendo eShop, so you want to buy it and play with it yourself, feel free to. That's something I'm going to start a new game. And when we do, we have, if you've not got the DLC enabled, you only get easy, normal and hard. I'll be playing this game on normal. Amateur's obviously like the stupid easy difficulty, which is like, basically gives like enemies HP and stats down. And on hard difficulties, enemies get buffs and you can be able to get item drops. I believe there was an achievement on, well, an achievement stroke trophy, which is another reason why I'm happy to do the Switch version, because I don't actually have to bother with achievements and such, compared to like when I was doing the rebirths. I don't really need to do much with achievements because I don't really much care, but I know one of them is to complete the game on hard without changing the difficulty setting. But like I said, I'm not going to go on hard, I'm going to play on normal, and we're just going to let it go from there. We'll also get the chance to do our settings. With the Switch version, they have the option of Shadow Render, which turns all the shadows on and off. I'm having it set to off, mainly because it improves the gameplay a little bit more. It moves faster, it's not as janky, and I'm pretty sure that's a Switch limitation, to be honest, so I'm glad they put that setting on. As for everything else, I'll just increase the camera speed from default. Turn auto dialogue on, and boost dash. Basically, I believe this game was the first game in like the Idea Factory type games. I might be wrong, because, well, to be fair, the only other Idea Factory games I've actually played are the Neptunia games and a little bit of Mario Skeleton, which is a little bit different. But this had a dash feature, and I know it didn't actually come into playing the Neptunia games until at least Neptune vs Sega Hard Girls, and a sort of slightly less great version that came in a V2R. But yeah, we'll get to showing off boost when we actually get into a dungeon. But I have this on Type B, which basically means I can just dash as long as I'm holding the button. But yeah, I'm kind of happy with this. So let's start the game. I know we have a cutscene. I'm hoping this game actually isn't stupid cutscene heavy as Rebirth 3 was. From my experience of what I've got up to at the moment, it hasn't been. So, touch wood that it actually stays that way.
Long ago, when light and darkness still bore life, the goddess emerged from the light, and an entity known as the Vile God burst forth from the darkness. A fierce battle ensued between the deities. The light tore the darkness to shreds. Darkness corroded the light. And eventually, both sides lost their spark of life. And so, the goddess and the vile god fell into a deep, eternal slumber, like a dying star emitting a final burst of light before imploding into darkness.
Wake up, Fang! Fang, wake up! Hey, Fang! Wake up! Come on, wake up already! It's me, Aaron. I'm here to rescue you. You need to run.
Huh? Who's gotta run?
You, obviously! Duh! You're so pathetic. I can't believe you tried to skip out on paying for bread. Now rise and shine. We need to run.
Run? Why?
You have a duty as a fencer, remember? Hurry up and get out of here so you can collect the Fairize with me.
Nah. You can leave. But I kinda like this place. I'm thinking about spending the rest of my life here.
Huh? Don't you know where you are? You're in prison. The Clink, the Slammer, the Crowbar Hotel?
I know exactly where I am. Heaven! Seriously, this place rocks! I get free food and as much sleep as I want. In fact, I want to retire here.
You idiot! Stealing food in this town is a serious crime. You'll be punished with 100 sharp slaps on your wrist. Your hands will get so swollen that you won't be able to move them anymore.
That's fine. Just means I'll have an excuse not to wash my face.
I'm awestruck by your stupidity. How are you supposed to eat if you can't move your hands?
Good point. Let's get out of here. I'm tired. You're gonna have to carry me the rest of the way.
Huh? What are you talking about? You haven't even walked 10 steps yet!
Prison life has made me soft and weak. Now stop complaining and just carry me already.
Quit messing around! You've only been locked up for 3 days!
Stop talking back to me all the time, you stuck-up fairy. I'm the master here. You should be thankful that I'm even trusting a fairy with my amazing body.
Just so we're clear, I'm not your slave. Got it? Fencers and fairies are equals. Remember that. Now be quiet. I put the guards to sleep with my magic. Let's hurry up and get out of here before they wake up.
Guess I've got no choice.
Why did I get stuck with someone like him as my partner?
Man, I'm starving. I wish someone would donate me some bread.
How's it going? You're not from around these parts, are you?
Is that obvious, huh? Hey, what's the deal with that sword?
Oh, that? That's a Fury, one of those old fairy weapons. That sword's been stuck there since before this town was built. Occasionally some foolhardy guy will swagger up to that sword to try to pull it out, but so far no one's managed to do it.
Gotcha. Does something cool happen if you pull it out?
Who knows? Every kid knows the legend, though. If you wield a Fury, any wish you desire will be granted. Tell you what, if you're feeling confident, why don't you try pulling out that sword?
I see. If it grants any wish, then I could wish for as much food as I want.
Nice to meet you. My name's Erin. I'm a fairy.
Give me some food.
I am the life that resides in the fury you hold in your hand. Oh, what's your name?
I'm Fang. Give me some food.
Nice to meet you, Fang. That sword belongs to you now, and with it, my power is yours as well. From this day forward, you are now a fencer. You're going to help me collect the Furies.
Hey, wait a minute. I shut my mouth and let you give your little spiel, but this is where I draw the line. A fencer? No one decides my fate except me. Now, hurry up and make with the food.
Fencers are sword specialists who fight to collect the Furies. That sword in your hand is just one Fury out of 100. If you gather all the Furies and revive the goddess who has been sealed away with the vile god, your wish will be granted.
What the hell? That's not what I was told. You're a fraud. A big fat fairy fraud. I thought I just had to yank out this damn sword.
Not at all. That's just the beginning. Now come, young fencer. Let's begin our wondrous adventure together.
No.
Huh? What was that?
I said no. I don't want to be a fencer. That sounds like a pain in the ass. Just thinking about collecting 100 weapons makes me sleepy.
Hey! You're the one who broke the seal and woke me up! That makes you a fencer! You've already formed an unbreakable bond with me, so don't say such hurtful things!
An unbreakable bond? I'll break any bonds I want. Later.
Wait a second! The one who pulls out the sword is destined to revive the goddess with me!
Cool story, but I don't take orders from anyone. I'm the one who decides my fate.
You're so mean! This was my first time, you know? Take some responsibility! Fine! Just walk away, you heartless scoundrel! You're the worst! So you thought you could get away with stealing some bread just because you pulled out that sword? Just how naive are you?
I didn't steal it. I just thought it was a free sample. I should have just pawned the sword for some cash instead.
You're terrible! The Fury chose you! Don't you know what that means? And the Fury has a super cute fairy living inside, instead of some old man or weird creature. You should be thrilled right now. Come on!
Hey, you there! What are you doing?
Oh no! It's the guards! They found you!
Yeah, thanks to you screaming at the top of your lungs. All right, Fairy. There's only one option. As your master, I order you to sacrifice yourself to save me.
How many times do I have to tell you? I'm your partner. We're in this together. Now come on, fight! Use me, Fang. Use the power of the Fury. Fairy Link!
I don't know what the hell is going on, but I guess I've got no choice.
Teach me, Histy! Teach me about basic battle controls and attacking, which I kind of already know, but I'm just going to go through these relatively slowly. It's sort of the same as it is in like Neptunia, so if you know Neptunia, or you played a little bit of V2, because this game's engine is based on V2, even though it has a slightly different fighting mechanics than what V2 has. The engine is more or less the same. So I believe we're also going to be going into our first battle as soon as I get in here, as it's talk about skills, which you can use. We're not going to need them for this first fight, though. Well, a lot of these fights are pretty easy anyway. Then again, when I was doing a little practice run, I did kind of die in this dungeon. Just basically through overexertion, and also my stubbornness to just like, hey, I don't like using items to do healing and stuff, which you kind of have to do because you don't have a healer, and Fang doesn't have any healing attacks. He has mostly offensive techniques. Also note that our protagonist Fang, well, he's a little bit of a jerk. Well, between him and Aaron, kind of do remind you of Neptunia in some way or another. I mean, Fang's sort of the lazy, big, jerky type, and well, Aaron, well, the real difference I can see with Aaron is that she has like the two sort of plus shaped her accessories. But yeah, combat works a lot like Neptunia. You walk around in this blue circle. The red circle is the range of your attack, and well, I believe if it's anywhere near the same as Neptunia, you want to try and attack enemies from the back of the side to do more damage. And the enemies will actually also do the same to you, so you might want to be careful. Now, aside from Fang using techniques, he only has a standard sword attack. We'll be able to change that in the near future, but not quite now.
I didn't realize I was so strong. Well, I guess it's not that surprising. I am pretty awesome.
That's right! You've had potential as a fencer all along! Now let's get out of here, before you attract any more guards!
I'm sorry, remind me again who attracted their attention in the first place.
And time for episode 2 of Teach Me History, where we're going to learn about dungeons, which are in fact the same as in Neptunia. Well, not the same as in exactly the same. That would just be stupid. I would also be typical of Compile Heart and IF, just being lazy. And also the escape command, which you will hopefully not need to use. So we also have dashing and destructible objects as well. Destructible objects may have items in when you find them and kill them. And also, if you die, you're pretty much at the beginning. You go back to the beginning of the dungeon you was in. So make sure you save often. The problem is you can't actually save in a dungeon, apart from when you see a save point. So we got given a brown key earlier. You can use them to unlock locks with brown doors. I believe you can only use it in this dungeon anyway. There's going to be other colour keys, spoiler alert. And it's less spoiler alert, more the game's going to tell you that anyway. And also, I'm still sort of used to how this game controlled on the PS4, where what is the B button on my controller was symbol attack, and the A button is jump, so expect me to jump when I want to symbol attack sometimes. So yeah, some dungeons will have gimmicks where you need to find items from certain enemies in order to progress with the game while through the dungeon. Oh yeah, like I said, the dungeon mechanics is the same as Neptunia. You walk around, you jump, you can symbol attack. If you symbol attack an enemy, you get advantage. If you screw that up, then you get ambushed and they get the free turn. And there's me starting with the whole, hey, press the B button instead of the A button. Well, this is the guy we kind of wanted to kill anyway because he has the red key. And the red key is going to let us progress into the rest of the dungeon. I think we need 4 keys in all different colours. And I'll be honest, I have not seen so far any other dungeon that I've been to yet has not really had any puzzle element to it apart from this one. Which is basically find key to open door, which is, to be fair, typical dungeon anyway. Oh yeah, I'm going to try and fight as many guys as I can without stupidly overexerting myself. Because that's, like I said, that's what got me killed in actually the very first dungeon, which is somewhat embarrassing. Anyway, just going through here because there is treasure. Well, I say there's treasure, it's more useless junk, man. That's probably used for crafting. Some of it's used for crafting, but I mean, potions are useful, I suppose. Oh yeah, dashing. Dashing is one of those things I kind of forget I have. Simply because like none of the Neptunia games had it until like recently. But the thing with dash is that you can only dash in a straight line, and you will get caught in a battle if you get hit by a you run into an enemy with it with no advantages whatsoever. Oh, did you defend? Okay, that's not press the wait command. Another thing that I have trouble with is where the command and the wait buttons are. They're also in the different places in the PS4 version. So I want switch and slash here because I can get rid of both of them with this that attack. Fang also has access to Fireball, which is a single type fire element spell, and I also need that green key, so there's that. Or was it just you? This guy's going to get done now. And also you notice Fang completed a challenge, they're the same as they were in Rebirth 3. You do certain things, you get extra buffs to your stats. And yes, there is the jump so many times as party leader. Unfortunately, as far as I know, there's no panty shots with the female characters when you go with them, so kind of unfortunate. Okay, floor 2. Well, I think we need a yellow key. Yeah, we need a yellow key, and I think we need a silver key to actually get out of the dungeon. I think this dude has my yellow key, and yeah, screwed the symbol attack there, so yeah, I'm going to get started beaten up, except everybody missed. And there I go pressing the wait command instead of command button, because fairly certain the command key was triangle PS4, but it's not in this time. It might have been square, probably why I'm doing it. But It's an obvious strategy because now everybody's like in a place where I can hopefully kill them with another shoot and slash. Kind of want to get the captain though. The other guy's attacking anyway, so won't be able to kill him if I try. And even with my normal attack, I can't kill him. Pretty great. And I leveled up neat. Do I kind of want to get him at least to level 3 by the end of this dungeon? You can also skip animations if you want to skip them. Usually you just you hold the dash button. Well, I'll quit battle just to show it off. And I believe this guy has the silver key that we need to beat the dungeon. Alright, this isn't good. Let's I need to use an item. Go ahead and use Mr. Item, please. Not specifically I need a potion, so let's do that. Because I'm going to die otherwise. Fortunately, I'm fairly certain this is going to be the only potion that I need. And especially if these two decide that, oh hey, I'm going to put myself in range of shoot and slash. Just punish them for just getting come together. Again, not really too worried about XP. Generally, if I'm using SP, it's because I'm using AoA at the moment. Mainly because it's a lot stronger than just doing standard attack if the enemies get too close. I believe that's everything for this dungeon, so aside from just grabbing whatever loot's left, I still don't have the yellow key. I think I know where that is. No, I know where that is, it's right over here. Well, let's grab this thing with the green key first. Give me that. I don't want you. Go away. Go away. I want you though.
Stop resisting! Get ready! Stop resisting! It's not over yet!
One of these days I'll remember the Y buttons for defend and not use special abilities. There's that yellow key I wanted. There's the blue key which I got earlier. I'll just grab that. And this. And also this. For something that's a literal dungeon, it's quite a lot of items in it. Now, at this point in time, I'm kind of like, I'd sort of need to be concerned about my health, but I'm only going to need to be concerned about it if and when I end up getting into a fight. So I'm going to try and avoid getting into any confrontations until the end of the dungeon. I believe that's the only use of the yellow key, unless that's the key I need to get here. Yes, I believe it is. Yes, it is. Cool. And from here we get our first save point, and just like in Neptunia games, whenever there's a save point, that usually means you probably want to save for whatever reason. Most likely because there's probably an incoming boss fight. So, I'm gonna save here. Just do a couple of practice files. There's actually an enemy light in the wire, the event marker. I might actually be able to. No, he's wandered off again. I was hoping I'd be able to bop him before I got into the cutscene, but nope, that's not going to be the question.
Alright, this must be the exit.
Wait! That's...
You? Are you a fencer?
Huh? Nope, not me. I just accidentally became her first, and now she's trying to hold me responsible. I'm basically a victim of fraud.
Now's no time for joking around. I get the feeling this guy's the real deal.
I came here to confirm reports of a Fury sighting, but I never expected it to come directly to me. I suppose fate demands that those who walk the path of the sword to meet in such a way.
Oh, hey, hold on! Did you hear anything I just said?
Regardless, my search for the Fury is ended. Let us now trade life for death, and see who stands the stronger warrior.
I'm telling you, I have no interest in all this fencer stuff!
To battle!
Not gonna lie, here's the other reason why I wasn't concerned about my health. This fight's actually unwinnable.
What's with this guy? Is this the power of a fencer?
There is nothing behind your blade. No resolve, no conviction. You are a fool to stand against me with such a blade.
Hank, we have to run! You don't stand a chance right now!
Don't be stupid! He's already made a fool of me once! I can't just run off with my tail between my legs!
That doesn't matter! Just go! Listen to your fairy partner for once, would you?
Hey! Stop pulling on me!
So, please, the boy is a poor fencer, but something about him caused my soul to tremble. Perhaps it's best I let him go for now.
I don't think they're chasing us anymore.
You can let go of my hand now! I can't believe you let us run off like that. We totally could have taken him.
As if. He was a veteran fencer. You don't even know how to fuse with your fairy. There's no way we're winning that fight.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Listen, I can tell you were upset that you lost. You don't want to fight like he does, right? Then accept me as your partner and let's go find the rest of the Fairize. Then we can revive the goddess.
What are you talking about? Don't tell me what to do next. Like I already said, I'm not interested in doing anything that sounds like a hassle.
What does that mean? Did you forget how I saved you earlier? Don't you have a conscience?
Conscience? Never heard of it. Later.
Wait! I don't have any memories.
Huh? Your memories are gone?
Yeah. I know that I have to revive the goddess, but I don't remember how I'm supposed to do that.
So... what?
Never mind. Just go already. Leave me alone. I must seem really annoying to you, huh? Well, this annoying little fairy won't be bothering you anymore. What? Just hurry up and go already. After you abandoned me, my body and soul will wither away until I'm just a ragged cloth, waiting to die in some lonely back alley. And I won't remember anything about myself. I'm so pitiful.
Listen, if I fused with you, would I be able to use the same kind of power he did?
You sure would.
Well, it does piss me off that I wasn't able to go toe-to-toe with him. I don't really give a crap about your goddess, but I suppose I could use your help until I paid that bastard back.
So you're saying...
I'm saying I'll become your partner.
See? You really are a nice guy after all.
But I do have one condition.
Condition?
Over here! I guess some of those guards are still alive. Freaking persistent.
So one last tutorial. This here is the tension gauge near the hit points of your characters. Fills up when you defeat an enemy or damage them, and it goes down when you miss or you screw an escape. Tension also buffs physical attack, so it's pretty great. It also allows you to use Fairize, which is that's probably the next thing you're going to tell us about. Fairize is essentially the same as CPU transformation in Neptunia. You basically get a buff in, I think it's, well, in this game it's just a buff in physical attack, but I wonder what it does like pretty much all stats like CPU, like HDD does.
Stop talking and just shout it out. Fairize!
Just shout it out. Okay. Fairize!
Unfortunately, Fang can't really do it right, so we're gonna have to do it for him. Because yeah, this fight's basically just like use Fairize and just lay waste to everybody.
Alright, idiot. Like I said,
And like I said, Fang's generally the stupid part of the typical compile hard project. Anyway, before you expecting this, I'm looking Fairize since our tension gauge is actually full for this fight. It actually goes down when you Fairize per turn, and when it gets to about, I think it's about a quarter full, you actually lose Fairize. You also lose Fairize if you die before that point as well, so there's that. Unfortunately, these things will die pretty quickly to standard attacks. We go. You just go full ham, so yeah. So that is another thing where you just don't really need to bother with doing stuff.
My stomach earlier? Why did I move like that? This is so damn embarrassing.
with this, your combat strength has decreased drastically. Come on, let's go!
So Fairize basically transforms you, right?
Yeah, Fang just wants to go henching a go-go, baby.
It's henshin time! Or
Jeez, you're so nitpicky. I said let's go, so let me fight already.
seriously, I need a better explanation.
But yeah, with the Fairize, it's not really that great since you have to fill the tension gauge. How it filled to a certain amount before you can actually use it. Let's get rid of the other security map. There's another thing you can do whilst you are Fairized, and I can find it. It's in the skills magic. You do have like attacks here which also cost HP as well as SP. Most of those you can only use once you're Fairized, such as Burning Strike. Like I said, these just because compare them to EXE drive moves in Neptunia games. I know I'm comparing a lot of Neptunia games, but I'll be honest, a lot of the mechanics are the same, so it's more or less the same thing. These sort of moves also not very useful because, like I said, you also need to it's also basically cast from HP as well. And I'm just showing it here, even though it's just overkill, just to show it out. But yeah, that's basically the tutorial sorted out in only 40 minutes. And yeah, I know I did say it was going to be hopefully not cutscene heavy, and it kind of has been, sort of. But like I said, like the rest of the game has not really been that bad with long cutscenes so far. So I'm going to leave you with these next set of cutscenes, and in the next episode we're going to wonder what we have to do next. Take care, and I'll see you then, guys. Ciao.
This is the power of a Fury, and also the power of the bond between you and me.
Gotcha. I thought a bond would be a hassle, but if it lets me bust out awesome power like that, then I guess it's not so bad.
So, what was that condition you mentioned earlier?
I'm the one who decides my fate. Even if I have to will that fate into existence, make sure you never forget that.
Wow, that sounded really cool for some reason. What exactly do you mean by that?
Basically, I'm gonna eat when I want to eat and sleep when I want to sleep.
Why, you simple-minded... Fine.
You've come a long way, so the coast should be clear now. Anyway, how can you get your memories back?
If we just collect the Furies, I'm sure we'll eventually meet a Fury who knows who I am.
What if we don't meet one?
As long as you collect all 100 Furies, the goddess will be revived. Once that happens, I'm sure I'll remember everything.
All 100 of them? That sounds like it'll take forever. Just who the heck is this goddess, anyway?
She's the deity who oversaw the peace of this world a long time ago. But she's in a deep sleep right now.
Well, I don't want to wake her up if she's sleeping. I'll feel bad. I just want to hurry up and get your memories back so I can end this adventure already and return to my normal life.
Oh, whatever. Let's just collect the Furies for now. Hey there, handsome.
Well, well, well. You just made my day. It's true. I'm very handsome. Anyway, who the heck are you?
I'm Lola. I work as a Jill of all trades. You're a fencer, aren't you? That means you're looking for Furies, and I happen to peddle useful information about them. This seems a little sketchy. Do you really have useful information? Of course, but you better pay me what it's worth. I hate hagglers.
Nice. You get down to business fast. I guess I'll buy what you're selling.
Wonderful! Thank you for your patronage. As requested, here's some information about a Fury. But before I divulge that info, you gotta pay me first. I'm running a special promotion today, so I'll sell it to you for this price. That's outrageous!
No point in arguing. If that's her price, give me the money so I can pay her. Whoa, you're loaded! Where did you get all this money anyway? Don't tell me you stole it.
While you were locked up in that cell, I sold off all my accessories. I figured it'd come in handy eventually.
Huh. That's surprisingly thoughtful of you. So then, I guess we'll just go ahead and use it now.
Wonderful! Thank you for your patronage. My sources tell me that a Fury can be found at the Soul Plains. They say the monsters there are pretty tough. Good luck with that. Take care now. Bye-bye then.
The Soul Plains, huh? That's really far. You should just go by yourself.
What are you saying? We're in this together, remember? Come on! Don't just stand there picking your nose! Let's get going already!
I know that. Don't boss me around. I wasn't picking my nose.